Hey YouTube, this is Miriam coming back with a little makeup series for a day of working from home, and I have a presentation in the afternoon. It's 8:41 a.m. and I'm going to put this makeup on and it's going to last me all day. So I'm starting with prepping my face, and I'm going to use this Pharmacy Feeling Good Hyaluronic Plumping Serum to start. So I have a little bit in my hand, and I'm just going to put this on my face a little bit. I found myself here. I have a little time. I have a little privacy. So I'm putting my makeup on. I'm not home. I'm on the road again. And so I have my little Ziploc bags of makeup. So I'm going to start with my MAC. I'm going to actually pull out what I'm going to use. My Fenty. I think I promised to do this at home and I just haven't. So let's figure out some topics to talk about as I pull out the like little bit of makeup that I'll use. So I have my Amicole mascara that I'm pulling out. Pulling out my NARS concealer, my MAC Chestnut lip liner, a brow filler, my NYX lip coloring. I can't even see this. It's number 10, just to even out my lip color. And I have a lip bar pencil, like lip bar. It's one of the red colors, so I'll see if I want to land there. What else do I need? I'll have my Fenty lip stain. I don't know which color this is, but it's like a burgundy one. And what else will I pull out? I think that's it for now. And let's look at my second Ziploc. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This one has my eyeshadow, if I want to do that, and like a lip color from Maybelline if I need that. And then this is probably the weirdest, most unprepared but kind of prepared makeup look on YouTube. Okay, so I'm ready. My serum had some time to settle, so that was another point of my pulling that out. So I'm gonna start with my concealer. It's an Almond, so it's the NARS concealer. Going here. And again, this is the purpose of this is just for me to be on camera for my work conference calls today, and then I have a presentation later on some research that I've conducted. It's been a pretty crazy time in the world. This channel isn't about that, but I'm directly impacted by a lot of the cuts to both the education and labor departments. So it's been crazy. I don't think I've ever worked so hard in my life, and it's not work that's like productive. It's like identifying risks, coming up with other opportunities, figuring out how to pivot when large federal and other types of contracts are being terminated. Things that really impact people's everyday lives. So with that, I've been under a lot of stress, and so just for some self-care, I've been like really figuring out what I need to do with my personal time to bring that I guess joy back in, or just for my sanity without completely being anxious. So one of those things, I'm super crazy. I signed up for a 10K. I've run 5Ks. Last year I ran 5Ks. I started at a certain time, and the goal was to cut my time, and my personal best, my PB, is like I cut down by 1.5 minutes. But that was me running with my husband, and he does a great job. He's taller, he's fitter, and he can run. So I was able to shave 1.5 minutes. In running, that's really hard to do, especially when you're not training for that. Cutting off 1.5 minutes off my personal best on 5K. I'm kind of stuck in a certain time, even when I run alone, because I don't push myself. But I found online these great communities, really focused on, if you're a slow runner, that's fine, work on your endurance. It increases over time. So I'm just really amazed by where I started, where when I started to run, my chest would hurt. And like it felt really horrible. And now I've like really learned how to breathe, how to go beyond it. And it's okay to even add some walk intervals, but really continuing those runs. So I signed up. Today is March 20th, and I signed up for 10K. I've walked many miles, and I've never intentionally run 6 miles, 6.1 or 6.2 miles in a clip. So that's gonna be my goal, and I have 5 weeks to prep for it. When I made this decision, I had 8 weeks to prep, and that seemed appropriate, and I just didn't do it. I probably have done 4 runs in thinking about this, but yeah, so like this week is when I really start my training, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't have any like high ideals, just the fact that I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna complete it. I started talking about, online there are these great communities of slow runners, women that I've seen where I would think, oh, I'm in better physical shape, but they're running 10 miles, they're increasing their time. And, if they run a 15-minute mile, it's okay. If they get it down to 10-minute mile, that's great too. Then you have the people that are at 7-minute miles. Whatever and wherever you are, it's perfectly fine. But as long as you're out there and you're moving. So I'm really glad that I picked up that hobby. And again, skiing, I've skied, on 8 different trips this year, just going up to Vermont really quickly. So I'm really focused on this health and wellness, and that's really centered around not financial, fitness. So I put my powder on, I put my Fenty soft matte. I can't seem to find this anymore. I don't know if they got rid of it, but I put my Fenty soft matte on. I neutralize my lips. I picked up that term from a girl on YouTube who always does a nude lip, and she starts by neutralizing it. So now I'm putting this Dior pink thing on. I don't know why. Because it's the thing that I do. I don't know where to go now. I always look so flat. So let me use this chestnut pencil, and then I'll figure out what I do with my lips. So yeah, that was fitness. I have a trip planned. It's work, and of course I'll build in some time there, but I'll be going to Mexico City for the first time in May, and that should be interesting. And my friend also has a work trip there, so we'll be meeting while we're there. I'm gonna build in a weekend into it, so hopefully that's fun. Last year this time I was spending a month in Europe, and I'm so glad I did this. So if you all ever have ideas or plans just do it, because this year wouldn't be the time, right? I couldn't take a month off from work and still get paid for it, especially given the time. So I was really glad that I did this trip last year. And yeah, I like this. This makes me look a little bit more alive. Oh, did I do my eyebrows? I think I did, but I'm gonna try again. We're at 10 minutes, and I did my makeup. I talked about my running. And my upcoming trip to Mexico, and I have a few other trips coming. They're domestic, and we'll be spending an infinite amount of time fundraising. I don't have my brush for my eyebrows, so I'm gonna use my fingers for my eyeshadow. And again, I'm using my phone where I'm recording this as my mirror, so hopefully that works. And this is it. I guess it's pretty uniform. I don't know. I think you've always seen me in a black turtleneck. I almost switched that up today, but I didn't. I have several of these where I don't know if it's the Steve Jobs effect, but this is it. I don't know what I'll do with my hair today, but I think I've talked about my hair. I had a retie this weekend, so you can see my crisper parts. Maybe I'll put my hair away, but this is the look. Take time for yourself in this world, and I'll be doing the same, reading, like books, romance novels. I was reading The Myth of Sisyphus, and I'm like, you know what? This is not bringing me joy, so I had to put it down. What else? Oh, I see my brush now that I've done my lids with my fingers. What else? Oh yeah, like building time for self-care, etc. I'm running a 5K, 10K on April 27th. I have 5 weeks to prepare. It'll be great. It will be great, and I will complete it. And it'll be my baseline, right? I will run it before that day, probably maybe a week before, just so I'm not experiencing it for the first time. But yeah, I'm on this app Runna, so I have to see when they make me do it. So I've mapped this out in Runna, but the thing is, I haven't done their plan the way they've planned it for me, so I'm gonna have to start over to make sure I can complete it. But you don't need to watch me because I've screwed up this pencil. Anyway, well, have a good one. I blathered, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll put this up, but maybe this is like just for me. So have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.